Yo, what is going on, Cover One crew? Welcome back to the show. Hope everybody is good as always. I'm wonderful. This is going to be basically rookie week because there's so many players to break down. Got to get you guys in the know on who I am coveting, who I'm targeting. We're talking NFL draft sleepers, not only for your favorite team, but for your fantasy team because you got to keep big-time tabs on these gentlemen like we showcased on that rookie mock draft. We're talking about two players that I selected in that draft because they are so good, man. They're going under the radar just a little bit, starting to make a lot of noise, a lot of pro days happening, and we will see and be hearing a lot of discussion on both these talented players because they could make big-time waves in the NFL. First, let's start off with a Jaden Blue, the blueprint, baby. My dude, love this guy. He is so damn good. Running back for those Texas Longhorns, 5'9", 196. Career games, 38 contests, 214 attempts, 1161 yards, 5.4 on the average, and 11 touchdowns. Yes, the stat line does not look good, but there's a reason for that. Added 56 receptions, 503, 9 on the average, and 7 receiving TDs. So you do see the multi-dimensional threat that this man does possess. His best season was in 2024, where he was 730 yards on 134 attempts, 8 rushing scores, added majority of his receiving upside, 42 receptions, 368, and 6 receiving touchdowns for a Blue. What are the positives in this man's game? Like I said, his nickname's the Blueprint, and that couldn't be any better. It definitely goes into the positives. Absolutely love the nickname. If we're just talking about semantics and stuff, it is a great nickname, great speed, shot out of a cannon type of player. He ran a 4.38 at the combine on that 40 time, but I mean, tape speed definitely confirms it all. He is legitimately shot out of a bloody cannon, and the home run wheels are definitely pluses. He can make 70-yard runs with ease. He is that damn good. He gets his whole shoots to the outside. He can make it a big-time home run touchdown score. He is so good when it comes to his wheels. The first step burst absolutely is there, and it is great. You're going to see this man. His game is definitely predicated upon that speed game. Will he ever be a 3-down back in the NFL? Maybe not. Will it be a tandem, thunder lightning approach? It may work out extremely well in his benefit from this perspective. The speed, the burst, the accelerators, the home run ability, all is there on tap for you to see. He gets to the edge with ease when you're talking about spreading him out, going off tackle, even going, completely to the outside. This man does with no issues whatsoever. The speed definitely gets to the outside, and he's able to get down the field relatively easily with those wheels, man. Good stutter step, pause, patience. You do see it. He does a little jump cut. He does a little stutter step to try to find his hole and his gaps when they do open up. It's not elite by any stretch of the imagination, but he does understand it. We will touch a little bit in the negatives, and we'll understand why I'm saying certain things need to be improved. But the stutter step, you can see it is building. He's starting to understand. The vision is also improving in this man as well. There isn't a lot of, work on volume for this man at this point, so he is still kind of learning on the fly when it comes to in-game action, and the vision is definitely improving along with the patience, and the pause steps, the stutter steps definitely are there. Very good juke and shake. You do see it. He's not a Shady McCoy, but you will see him shake his opposing defenders out of their pants, and then he does take off to the races. You will see this a lot when you review his film. It's not elite in any stretch, but he can do it very well, and he's going to make people miss in the open field. Hands are very good. Soft, natural hands. A lot of people saying he's got some issues with him. I like his hands. I think that he's going to be, maybe third. He's going to be more than just a third down back. I'm not even going to pigeonhole him like that. He's able to be carried on multiple series, able to use the screen game, the wheel routes, whatever he's going to be asked to do in the open field in the pass game. He is good in this respect. Hands are very good. Just corrals that ball in, no slapping off the hands. Very good for a running back. Lots of tread life left on these tires. Like I said, he did not play in a heaping of contests, only in 38 games total, and basically his last season with 15 was his first year as a starter. The negatives: frame could use a little bit more weight. We know this. 196. I mean, for a guy who's 5'9", I mean, running backs anywhere from 5'9", 5'11", it's okay. That's kind of where we're going, but you'd like to see the 205, 210-ish. But I even if he does put on 10 pounds, gets up to 207, 205, I don't think it's going to inhibit his speed whatsoever. Added strength would definitely be of benefit. I mean, he can be an easy tackle at times. We have seen it. I mean, there is situations where they do get in the backfield and he does struggle to, defenders get into the backfield and Blue does struggle to get off these would-be tacklers. There is situations where you do this on the goal line. He does struggle with some of that, leg drive, but he does fall forward more often than not, and he does pick up a lot of chunk yards when he is in the open field. But the goal line strength definitely does concern me a little bit. A little bit more muscle added would be a massive benefit to this man. Play behind who? Bijan, Roshan, Jonathan Brooks. You guys know the list. Texas has a great quality resume of running backs from the past. Blue just had to wait his turn. Pretty much basically what it is. He could have stayed one more year and played with an Arch Manning, decided to buck that, go to the NFL. I think, in my opinion, he should have played one more year with Texas. But, that is moot at this point. He is in the NFL draft. The limited experience is key, and that's why a lot of guys do fall down the draft. They're not necessarily, I wouldn't call Blue a raw prospect. I would say there's a lot of things he can improve upon, which will make it that better. But what he does well that's uncoachable, he will absolutely turn a lot of heads in the NFL. Ball security, a little bit of a concern. 6 fumbles and then 4 were lost in his career. And with not much game played as a starter, that is something of a concern. The ball security definitely has got to be cleaned up. Otherwise, you will not see the field. You will ride the pine in a big way. So you definitely got to, clean up your fumble issue. And I think he's trying to make a lot of plays, and that's another reason why it's happening. Vision improvements definitely needed. He does miss his assignment, does miss his gap, the pass pro, etc. There is improvements needed in vision. Overall, whether it is, just running the football or, being the blocker for pass pro, definitely needs some improvements. And then gap awareness needed a little bit more. You want to see it just be more refined, where it's not even thinking, you just see the hole and you understand your cutback lanes, etc. But Blue is one of these dudes. I am a huge fan. He's projected right now to go in through round 4 to round 6, anywhere in between that. I will be shocked if he falls out of round 6 because of the ability that he does possess, not only with his speed, but in the pass game. He could be a great change of pace runner in the NFL. As for wide receivers, Xavier Restrepo, the Hurricanes, the U, baby. This guy is something to be talked about. And I know he's picking up some steam. A lot of y'all, if you don't know Restrepo, get to know the name because he is a good one. Seeing comps from anywhere from Julian Edelman to a Hunter Renfrow to Khalil Shakir-ish type of wide receiver. And my buddy actually called him Khalil Shakir. Shout out to Eric over there. But I'm telling y'all, you're sitting here talking about a slot dynamo. This is what Restrepo is. 5'10", 209, played his entire career with the U. 51 contests, 200 receptions, 28-44 in yards, nice 14.2 on the average, and 21 receiving touchdowns. He broke out in 2023, but his best season did come last year. 12 games, 69 receptions, 12-27 in yards, 16.3 on the average, and 11 TDs receiving for a Restrepo. Absolutely phenomenal season this past year. For his positives, there's a lot of them. He's got a good frame. Even though he is only 5'10", the 209, 210, he is thick, man. You can see it on the field. He can take a hit. He's very good in this sense. Very strong type of frame that he's able to bounce off would-be tacklers. You absolutely love the frame. Height, fine. I mean, it is what it is for some slot guys, but he's definitely got a frame to play in the NFL. He's got very good build-up speed. I'm not going to sit here and say he's a field burner. I'm not going to sit here and say he's going to be running away from guys in the pros a lot. He does have good enough wheels. We didn't see the test yet. He's waiting for his pro day, but the build-up speed on the tape is very good. He can absolutely pull away from guys, but it's based on what he does well. The route manipulation double pluses. This man can get open in a phone booth, baby. Separation is absolutely quality. He understands how the double moves, the slants, the ins. I mean, the 7 routes on the corners, you're going to just see this all the time, and Cam Ward was able to hit him on the regular, calling him Mr. Reliable. He is that dude that you're looking for. He separates so well, and his route tree is very nice, which was something why people calling him Hunter Renfrow. I think he's a better build than Hunter Renfrow, but I understand why people calling him Renfrow. He will definitely get open with the separation. Sound athlete. He's making plays, making catches. He's going up for the ball. He's stretching for the ball. He's extending for the passes. He's spinning off of would-be tacklers. Restrepo definitely is one of these guys. Sound athlete's going to make a lot of plays. The slot yak yard machine. This is what you're looking for, man. Safety blanket appeal, guy that will catch the pass. Chain moving type of wide receiver. Definitely what you require out of your slot presence, and he will make a lot of plays. Once he has the ball in his hands, he can extend plays greatly for an offense looking for somebody to do it. Like I said, play extender. It's right here. You see, I was right off my tongue anyway. It's just what he does. You're third and 5, go to Restrepo. 3rd and 8, go to Restrepo. In the red zone on the in-out drag, go to Restrepo. You will start scoring touchdowns. He is that good. Hands are like glue, man. You just don't see this man drop the football. It's very rare. The contested catch ability, it's there. It's strong. Is he ever going to outleap anybody? Probably not. He's only 5'10", but he's one of these guys that he's challenging. He's not afraid to go over the middle. Even when he knows a shot is coming, he's bouncing off these tacklers, and contested catch ability definitely is there. Back shoulder fades, we have seen it. When the ball's in his vicinity, he's going to challenge and make a play for these footballs. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons in his collegiate career, very good. But for some negatives, like I said, the undersized stature, it's a concern. I understand 5'10" is not, ideal, but I mean, for slot guys to make a lot of plays, I mean, we've seen so many of them, like the Julian Edelmans, like the Hunter Renfrows. You can go on and on with slot presence guys. I mean, we even see Tank Dell in the NFL because of his speed and ability, and now he's injured. But I mean, the undersized wide receiver is not so much a concern as it used to be. The measurables, not necessarily ideal. He's got, the shorter arms, which does, preclude the great catch radius. It's okay, though, for me. Some guys just know how to play football. You put the ball in his vicinity, and he's going to make a lot of plays. So I don't take a lot of stock in the short arms because at least he can extend. We have seen it more often than not where he is extending for the pass, and he does make a play. So the short arms doesn't concern me overall as much as others, but I think I definitely have to highlight it. Top-end wheels definitely do lack. He's not going to be one of these elite burners down the field, but, I mean, are you really looking for that from your slot guy all the time? You want a guy that keeps the pace. You want a guy who can lull guys to sleep in the defense and then make plays. That's where he is with the awareness and ability to plant himself in certain zones, and he's definitely good there. So the top end wheels, it is a negative, but it's not necessarily a concern for me for Restrepo. He will only be a slot guy in the NFL. There's not going to be much outside of this. So if you're looking for a key slot guy, and it's not necessarily a negative more than a statement, he's just going to be your trusted slot guy. There's not much else after that. 5-year senior, I mean, his breakout came in year 4 and 5. So, I mean, again, not a negative, but a statement. Got to put it somewhere. So the last 2 years, definitely very good. Played very good with Cam Ward, and there is a lot of upside for this guy. He's got a lot of heart, a lot of ability, and I do like that as well. A little bit older rookie, 5th-year senior, kind of where you're going with this comment, man. He can get bodied off the line. We have seen it. They press him up, jam him up, pick plays, etc. You will see him get bodied a little bit, but I mean, it's to come with the territory. He will understand how with his route manipulation, with his separation, his footwork, he will be able to, put these guys on skates from time to time, and you will see it. Do they manufacture ways to get him the football, or is he a standalone product to get open? That's the biggest question I do have. While it did look good in Miami, we will see how it does translate in the pros. That's the only reason I'm putting it down here, because I'm still kind of weary on it. I do believe he is a standalone product. I do believe he's going to make a lot of plays. Just very curious to see that landing spot and where he's going to be, and then I'll share my thoughts on whether or not I believe he's going to succeed that much better in the NFL. But he is a very talented wide receiver. As of today, he's currently projected anywhere from round 3 to round 5, maybe even round 6. I will be shocked if he drops all the way to round 6, given the fact that the drop-off for wide receivers is quite large post the top, maybe 7 guys in this draft when it comes to wide receiver. So I would not be shocked. He could even sneak his way into end of round 2, but I think that might be a little much on value. So round 3 is kind of where I'm seeing him, but he could slip into round 5, and I would not be surprised with that. But there you have it. That is NFL rookie sleepers, guys to keep your eyes on, not only for your favorite team, but for your fantasy team, where a blue could be one of these great change of pace backs with home run ability, scoring TDs, lots of points coming, where Restrepo could be that PPR upside guy that everybody's looking for, and he could be that Hunter Renfrow type of wide receiver that, just makes a lot of plays. Don't know why get Hunter Renfrow on a roster. Don't know why he's not signed yet, but I mean, Restrepo definitely does fall into that category of very reliable hands PPR upside guy without question. But there you have it. Nevertheless, as always, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, jump in those comments, give me your thoughts. What do you guys think of Restrepo and Blue? Throw it in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. I'm a big fan of both these guys, and we'll be targeting them a lot, so hopefully you guys will too. Drop it in the comments. You got something to say about these guys. I'll definitely answer you back, but we'll see you next time. I am out.